Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me. And today I just wanted to get on here and talk, maybe briefly, I don't know, about how today I asked the Lord to revive my ability to speak life again. Now y'all know that I've told y'all I haven't been myself, and some things I feel like has power down in me because I've been very tired these last couple years in more ways than one, in a way that I can't even explain. And so with that, a lot of things in me has power down, including my natural desires to speak life. And so a couple weeks ago, the Lord reminded me of the importance of continuing to pray and continuing to speak things that are not as though they are. And he had to remind me of different things, different scenarios, different prayer requests, and different prayer, different answer prayer that I've seen being shaped and to be formed right before my eyes because I prayed. Because I spoke life over myself, over others, over different situations, over different circumstances. And he had to remind me, like, Jacqueline, pay attention. Pay attention to the things that literally have come to be because you spoke it, because you asked me, because you sought my counsel, because you believed that it would, because you saw something in somebody that they couldn't even see, but now you see it in them because they're living out that thing. Remember that. And so I am not a person that forces nothing. Okay? Like, I would do something by faith, but usually if something is not in me to do, I'm just not doing it. And so lately, I do believe the Lord has been powering me up again. In certain ways, I see little trinkets of things. And I'm not saying, just to be clear, if you feel what I'm saying, then you feel what I'm saying. But for those who may not understand yet, sometimes life just be wiping you out. And you don't do the same things you used to do before. I don't have the same fire I used to have before for the Lord. Not even for him, but I should say for the things of God. Because me and the Lord we always been locked in. I've continued being faithful to him, I should say. But some things in me have powered down. So with that being said, he's been reminding me again about the power of the tongue, And so today he showed me some things about myself, and he reminded me of old prophetic words. He reminded me of how I used to speak over my life and the things I used to see for my life. And he was encouraging me, like, please keep speaking about those things because you're going to see it. And so as I was sitting there and I saw these visions and I took note of what he was showing me, I said, Lord, will you please give me the desire again to speak life? Because I don't want to force it. There is a tiredness that comes over you that it just takes a lot out of you to even believe. It takes a lot out of you to even want to speak life again. It takes a lot out of you to even want to you fill in the blank. It takes a lot out of you to even want to, period, And so that's what I asked him. I said, Lord, give me the desire. I'm asking you, Lord, will you give me the desire to speak life again? Is what I asked him. So I want to ask you, what question do you need to ask the Lord in order to help you to continue again, to trust him again, to continue to make impact even more, to love him even better, to love others well, to continue to be faithful to him. The other day, me and my friend was walking and talking, and she said, man, I love how you ask the Lord questions. And I told her, I said, one of the best things I ever did for my relationship with the Lord is to ask him questions, because I know he gonna answer. I know he will. I believe that. So even though I'm tired, even though I'm drained, even though I don't even recognize myself, even though I be feeling like I've gone backwards, and I'm keeping it real with y'all, this is just the reality of being faithful to the Lord, or trying my best at least. Even though there were times I was mad at the Lord, even though there was times I was disappointed in myself, I still was in communication with him. And I'm going to say it again. One of the best things I could ever do for my relationship with Christ is ask him questions, because he's going to answer. Ask him questions about my trauma. Lord, where did that come from? Ask him questions about how I can understand someone else. Lord, what perspective can I put on in this situation? Lord, what is it that I'm believing about myself that's not true? How do you want to exchange this lie? What truth do you want me to put on instead? What do you want me to think about instead of this? Lord, what do you think about that? Lord, is this something you're trying to teach me in this moment? Lord, I know you saw that interaction. I know you saw that. Lord, can you help me to be kind? Lord, can you help me to be faithful? Many times I've asked him that. God, please help me to be faithful. And one thing about faithfulness that a preacher, a pastor, a teacher, I call him all those things because he was bringing the word, honey. One thing he said this past Sunday is faithfulness is getting up and doing the right thing over and over and over and over and over again. Did I know that revelation before I was asking the Lord that I would be faithful? Because I thought I had an idea of what faithfulness looked like, y'all. But going through life and trying my best to be faithful to the Lord has taught me a whole different level, a whole different meaning of faithfulness. What does that actually look like? Because the Lord said a just man falls 7 times, but he get back up 8. So again, what questions do you need to ask him? If you like to, share those in the comments so that I can be praying for y'all that he would answer those things. Because one thing about the Lord, he loves to be involved. And during my hardest times, I was asking him, Lord, what am I supposed to do right now with the state that I'm in? And I remember him saying, just keep talking to me. He wasn't asking me to perform. He wasn't asking me to be fake. He was just asking me to keep him involved. Just keep talking to me, is what he said. So if anybody out there who is like me, because I'm still tired, if I'm being honest, I'm still tired. He's doing it one small thing at a time. He's rebuilding me. He is, he's rebuilding me, and he's making my foundation stronger. So one little thing at a time. I'm getting stronger. One small thing at a time. He's teaching me how to be better. One small thing at a time. He's helping me. So, like I said, if you're anything like me and you're tired too, I really hope that you're encouraged by this to ask the Lord, talk to Him. What is the thing that you need to ask Him in order to help you to continue to be faithful to Him? In order to help you to be faithful to what's in front of you right now, at that job, in that relationship, in that friendship, as you are discipling somebody, as you are taking on this new role in leadership and whatever that is. Because we're not only a leader at church, we can be a leader in our families. We can be a leader in our friend group, in some friend groups. We can be a leader at work. We can be a leader amongst our sister. We can be a leader amongst our brother. We can be a leader in the neighborhood. We can be a community leader. Leadership has so many forms and ways and shapes to it. So, ask Him. And if you already asked Him and He didn't answer, ask Him again. Because one thing that He likes to do is answer. God loves to be involved. He does. I'm a witness to that. I'm a witness to His involvement. I'm a witness. Thank y'all so much for listening. I hope this blessed y'all. And again, if you have any questions that you want to ask the Lord that I can be praying about and others who may see it, drop it down in the comments. Again, thank y'all so much for listening.